let us solve this interesting right-angled triangle. We are given a right-angled triangle with a vertical side measuring exactly 9 units. The lengths of the other two sides are completely unknown, but there is one important clue. All three side lengths are whole numbers. So, the question is, can we determine the possible perimeter and area of this triangle? Let us find out. First, let us clearly label the sides. We know that the vertical height, which we will call A, is 9 units. Let us call the unknown horizontal base B and the unknown hypotenuse C. Now that all three sides are labeled, we need to find a relationship between them. Since this is a right-angled triangle, our most important tool is the Pythagorean theorem. The Pythagorean theorem tells us that a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. Now we know that a is 9, so we substitute 9 for a. This gives us 9 squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. Since 9 squared is 81, our equation becomes 81 plus b squared is equal to c squared. At first, this might look difficult because we have one equation but two unknowns. However, remember the special information given in the question. Both b and c must be whole numbers. That condition is what allows us to solve the problem. Whole numbers are simply the counting numbers we use every day, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. There are no fractions or decimals involved. Now, let us rearrange our equation. Subtract b squared from both sides. We get 81 is equal to c squared minus b squared. Now, look carefully at the right-hand side. C squared minus b squared is a difference of 2 squares. And we know that the difference of 2 squares can be factored. So, c squared minus b squared becomes c minus b multiplied by c plus b. Therefore, our equation becomes 81 is equal to c minus b multiplied by c plus b. This transformation makes the problem much easier. We know that b and c are whole numbers. Therefore, c minus b and c plus b must also be whole numbers. And when we multiply these two factors together, the result must be 81. Also, because c is a hypotenuse, it must be longer than b. That means c minus b is the smaller factor, while c plus b is the larger factor. So instead of randomly guessing values, we can systematically test all the factor pairs of 81. The positive factor pairs are 9 and 9, 3 and 27, and 1 and 81. Let us check each one. First, consider 9 and 9. Suppose c minus b is 9, while c plus b is also 9. If we add these two equations together, we get 2c is equal to 18. Therefore, c is equal to 9. But if c is 9, then b must be 0. A triangle cannot have a base of 0 because it would simply collapse into a straight line. So we eliminate this case. Now, let us try 3 and 27. Suppose c minus b is 3 and c plus b is 27. Adding the two equations gives us 2c is equal to 30. Therefore, c is equal to 15. Now, substitute 15 back into one of the equations. This gives us b equal to 12. And there we have it. Our first valid right-angled triangle has side lengths of 9, 12, and 15. Let us move to the final factor pair. Suppose c minus b is 1 and c plus b is 81. Adding the two equations gives us 2c is equal to 82. Therefore, c is equal to 41. Substituting 41 back into the equation gives us b equal to 40. So, our second valid triangle has side lengths of 9, 40, and 41. And because we have checked every factor pair of 81, we have found every possible triangle. There are exactly 2 valid triangles. Now, let us calculate the perimeter and area of each one. For our first triangle, the side lengths are 9, 12, and 15. To find the perimeter, we simply add all 3 sides. 9 plus 12 plus 15 gives us 36. So, the perimeter of the first triangle is 36 units. Now, let's find its area. The area of a right-angled triangle is 1/2 multiplied by the base multiplied by the height. So, we have 1/2 multiplied by 12 multiplied by 9. Half of 12 is 6. And 6 multiplied by 9 gives us 54. Therefore, the area of the first triangle is 54 square units. Now, let us move to our second triangle. Its side lengths are 9, 40, and 41. To find the perimeter, we add the 3 sides. 9 plus 40 plus 41 gives us 90. So, the perimeter of the second triangle is 90 units. Now for the area. Again, we use 1/2 multiplied by the base multiplied by the height. This gives us 1/2 multiplied by 40 multiplied by 9. Half of 40 is 20, and 20 multiplied by 9 gives us 180. And there we have it. By checking every factor pair step by step, we did not simply guess an answer. We completely solved the problem and found every possible right-angled triangle with a vertical side of 9 units and whole number side lengths. So, we have two possible triangles. The first has a perimeter of 36 units and an area of 54 square units. The second has a perimeter of 90 units and an area of 180 square units. Now it is your turn to test yourself. Imagine the exact same right-angled triangle setup, but this time, the vertical side is 7 units instead of 9. Assuming all three sides are still whole numbers, can you find a possible perimeter and area? Take your time. Use the same factoring method we just practiced, work through the factor pairs carefully, and leave your final answers in the comments. And if you enjoyed this problem, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more interesting math challenges. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.